None can resist the pull of the past when the present is ablaze. Imagine me, lost in my own history. I stare into the inferno, my heart pounding like a forgotten drum. Vivid memories of an ancient castle flash before my eyes, its stone walls whispering tales of a life once lived. I can't remember the events that led me here, but the weight of forgotten moments presses down on my soul. Across the street, a man stands, hands aflame, yet I feel an inexplicable trust. His fiery hands should scream danger, but instead they beckon with promises of truth. My feet move before my mind can object, each step closer to the unknown. As I approach, the air crackles with questions unasked and answers yearning to be revealed. Who is he? Why do I trust him? And what secrets lie buried in the ashes of my past? Stay tuned, because sometimes the only way to uncover the truth is to walk through the fire.
You don't know me, but you are in danger. Someone's been stalking you, watching your every move. I had to act. I had to save you.
Save me by setting a fire?
I didn't mean for it to happen this way, but I had no choice. Desperation drove me.
This is insane. Why should I trust you?
Because you know me, not in this life, but in a past one. Search your memories. Deep down, you remember.
I don't understand.
But we need to go. Now. Sometimes the truth is buried in the ashes. Would you trust the stranger who set the fire to save your life? Follow for more of Belle's mysteries.
Why don't more people talk about their past lives? I sit quietly in my small parked car, my mind racing. I'm not sure if it's a dream or a memory. I remember a man, his hands, they erupt into flames at will. The name Lumiere echoes faintly in my mind, but that's not all. There's a castle, ancient and shrouded in mystery, surrounded by wolves. The largest of these animals, oddly enough, brings me comfort. It's like we share a silent understanding, a bond that transcends time. Who is Lumiere, and why do I feel an unexplainable connection to him? The key to unlocking this enigma lies in my fragmented memories. Each recollection is a piece of the puzzle. This isn't just a story of past lives. It's my journey to uncover hidden truths and confront the unknown. As I delve deeper, the lines between reality and fantasy blur. Can I trust my own mind? Start with a simple object, like this key, sent to me out of nowhere. The following day, I was able to meet with the man that I was directed to. Lumiere had seemingly saved me and vanished, leaving nothing but more questions, yet unlocking so many buried memories. Desperate for answers, I met with Mr. Henderson Cogsworth, an older man with a weathered face and a lifetime of secrets.
This key has been a deeply guarded secret for generations. Its value is beyond comprehension.
My voice trembled. Why was it sent to me?
That, my dear, is the greatest mystery of all.
With every word, the mystery deepened. What did the key unlock? And why was my life in danger because of it? Stay tuned, because the truth might be more than you can handle. Are you ready to unravel a tale of forgotten secrets and looming spells? My frustration boiled over as Mr. Cogsworth's words echoed in my mind.
There are spells still in place, he said, with a deliberate vagueness. Spells that bind those of my past. Spells that must be respected, or else all hell will break loose.
I clenched my fists, feeling the weight of confusion crush my spirit. Memories slipped through my fingers like sand, and every question I asked met with stone-cold silence. Why can't anyone tell me the truth? I demanded, my voice trembling. Mr. Cogsworth's eyes held a secret, a mystery he dared not reveal. In a world where secrets hold power and spells dictate destiny, I stand on the edge of a dangerous cliff, desperate for answers. Will I find the truth before it's too late?
This is why you need to be careful whom you trust. They might just push you off a castle spire. I was falling, fast. The wind roared in my ears, my heart pounded louder. I thought it was the end, but fate had other plans. I hit the moat with a bone-shattering splash. Pain seared through me as I dragged myself to the shore. Every inch felt like fire. Gasping for breath, I looked back at the towering castle. Belle. She thought she'd won, but she underestimated me. With each agonizing step, I felt my resolve harden. I will not be defeated. I will not be broken. I swore right then, in the shadow of that cursed castle, that I would have my revenge. Belle thinks I'm dead. She's wrong, and that's my advantage. She won't see me coming. This isn't over, not by a long shot.
In the quiet aftermath of Gaston's fall, my heart trembled not for him, but for the beast. As he lay dying, my soul ached for a life together, even within the castle's cold stone walls. I could endure anything as long as my heart knew he was safe. In that desperate plea, the magic listened. But beware, not all magic grants a happily ever after. It whispered secrets, weaving dreams and shadows, binding my desires to its dark will. My dream, a tapestry of love and sorrow, painted a world where passion meets peril. Sometimes dreams are just cruel reflections of our deepest yearnings. And in my dream, the magic turned dark. Stay tuned for more. What if my dreams held the secrets of my past? Sitting in a cozy coffee shop, I clutch a small, ornate key. My heart races as I piece together fragments of forgotten memories. Cogsworth, Lumiere, and Adam, they weren't just friends. We shared an enchantment, a life woven with magic. But when did our paths diverge? My mind is a foggy maze, each turn filled with more questions than answers. Then, like a whisper on the wind, I remember. A shadowy face of a woman from my dreams. A woman who might hold the answers. Who is she? And how does she fit into my tangled past? The key in my hand feels heavy, not just with metal, but with destiny. I know one thing for sure. I must find this mysterious woman. Because sometimes the past holds the secrets to our future. Surely taught me one thing. I know my past isn't what I remember. In the heart of my home, I discovered a mirror unlike any other. It's not always my reflection in the mirror. As I gazed into its depths, memories I couldn't recall began to surface. One vision stood out, the last time I saw him. Confusion tangled with curiosity as I watched people morph into unfamiliar faces. Moments I thought I remembered twisted into new shapes. Each glance into the mirror unveiled another piece of the puzzle. My heart raced as the past and present blurred. Why was this happening? What truths lay hidden in those forgotten moments? I don't know which memories I can trust. I'm not sure I can wholeheartedly trust any of my senses. Who knows what secrets will be revealed next? I needed to take the mirror to Lumiere to see if it would force him into an ode explanation. I clutched the magic mirror, eyes blazing with determination. Lumiere, I demands, why don't I remember anything before my new life? Lumiere hesitates, his candelabra flickering nervously. Before he can speak, the mirror glows. From its depths, Adam's voice echoes.
Belle, listen to me.
My heart races. Adam, what's happening? Why aren't you here? Adam's voice, urgent and filled with sorrow, replies,
The curse erased memories to protect you, but now the truth must be unveiled.
My grip tightens, my determination unwavering. Tell me everything. The mirror's glow intensifies, illuminating the room. Adam's voice whispers.
Brace yourself, Belle. The past is darker than you know.
I take a deep breath, ready to face whatever comes next.
Belle. The mirror, it's gone dark. It was fine just a moment ago, but now it's completely black.
What does it mean? Is it a bad omen or something worse?
Now it was as black as night, reflecting nothing but an eerie void. The sky outside turned an ominous and foreboding black. Storm clouds gathered with unnatural speed. This is not a natural storm.
Lumiere's usually jovial face etched with worry. His eyes, normally a warm brown, glowed with an eerie golden light, casting an unsettling aura around him.
The curse, it's stirring. We must act quickly before it consumes us all.
The street outside began to crack and split, the ground trembling beneath their feet. Jagged fissures snaked across the pavement, spreading rapidly, glowing with an infernal, otherworldly light that seemed to pulse with energy. A wave of intense heat washed over them, forcing people to shield their faces and step back in fear.
Into this nightmare. As I stepped out of the cafe, the world around me had changed. The sky, once blue, now scorched with an otherworldly hue. In the distance, a tornado loomed, its funnel cloud a menacing pillar of destruction. Beneath my feet, the earth groaned and split, fractures racing through the street like lightning. My heart pounding, I ran for the car, praying Lumiere would make it in time. As he slammed the door shut, the sound of shattering glass filled the air. I turned, horrified to see an axe swinging at us again. In that moment, I realized our fight for survival had only just begun.
The red sky, the air was thick with tension. Belle and Lumiere huddled inside the car, their hearts racing. Suddenly, Gaston appeared, his eyes blazing with vengeance. "You chose that beast over me?" he snarled, his axe glinting in the fading sun. Belle trembled but stood her ground. "We could have had it all," Gaston hissed, "a life of luxury, admiration." His words dripped with bitterness. As he raised his axe for the killing blow, fate intervened. The earth groaned, then split wide open. Gaston's eyes widened in terror as he plummeted into the abyss, his screams fading into the night. Belle and Lumiere sat stunned, the car teetering on the edge of oblivion. The storm rages, its fury tearing through the land. In the midst of this chaos, always steadfast, Lumiere and I race towards its eye. Our mission? To find the enchantress and plead my case. My heart pounds with conviction. The terms of the curse weren't broken. My love for the beast, pure and unwavering, was simply stronger than anyone could have imagined. As we drive deeper into the tempest, I rehearse my plea. "Our love transcends your enchantment," I whisper, my voice barely audible above the howling wind. Lumiere, his flame flickering against the gale, offers words of encouragement. We're gambling everything on this desperate bid. But what choice do we have? As the eye of the storm looms closer, I steel myself. This is our last chance to save everything and everyone we love. I rush into the enchanted castle, my heart pounding. The beast, my beast, is under the enchantress's spell. His powers are fading, his life draining away. "Stop!" the enchantress commands, her voice echoing through the halls. "You failed to heed the warning." But I can't give up. I plead, I beg, desperate to save him. "Please," I cry, "you don't understand." The loneliness I felt, not knowing my past, it drove me to search for meaning. And I found it, a thin thread of love connecting us. But there's a loose end, Gaston. He pushed me, made me question what I'd done to deserve such hate. That wasn't my doing. It can't end like this. Our story isn't over. It can't be.
How curious that you would love a beast. Tell me, child, what drew you to such a creature?
Love isn't about what our eyes can see. It's so much deeper than that. We share the same thoughts, the same dreams. When he laughs, my whole world lights up. When we talk, it's like we've known each other for 1,000 lifetimes. We found something rare, a connection that transcends appearance. He's not just someone I love. He's the other half of my soul. Like we were specifically made for each other. Please, I'm begging you, spare his life. Our love is real, more real than any magic could ever be.
I stood in the crumbling ancient castle, listening to the storm rage outside. The sky was dark, illuminated by flashes of lightning that sent shivers down my spine. With each crash of thunder, I felt my heart race as I pleaded with the enchantress to allow my love for the beast to exist. I watched, desperation filling me as she paused to consider my request. Finally, she lifted the magic spell that was slowly killing him, a creature caught between man and wolf. In an instant, the beast transformed back into a prince, gasping for breath.
I have changed my heart after listening to your plea and seeing a true love that existed through space and time. My reasoning for separating you initially was to protect you from the village's wrath and restore balance. However, I was wrong to do this. Love is meant to be an example of human existence. Jealousy of others was not a reason to separate lovers. Two souls meant for one another will find each other no matter the distance and time that separates them.
I run to Adam's side and to comfort him as the enchantress blesses our reunion.